Today, we're going to be talking about top tier beads. I'm going to unbox this pack of beads, and I'm going to tell you why I love top tier beads and why you should too. Hello and welcome to another episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. My name is Ryan and this is my retro gaming perler beading YouTube channel. I'm very happy you're here today because I'm going to be talking about top tier beads today. I'm going to tell you some of the great things about their service for perler beaders. They just do some fantastic work and they're really awesome people. I'm also going to be talking about their logo and what it means. I actually reached out to Jazz, who's the owner, and I asked her, what does your logo mean? I'd love to tell people about it. So she gave me a response and it's really cool. So I can't wait to share that with you. If you enjoy perler beading and let's say you are a beginner, please check out the description below. I have everything you're going to need for perler beading, and check out this video. It's one of the first videos I did and I talked about all about the accessories you're going to need for perler beading. And I just recently did a video on all the accessories for mini beading, so if you're interested in that, please check out this video because there are some different things you're going to need for mini perler beading if you want to get into that. All of the links below are affiliate links from Amazon, so it's a really great way to support the channel, and I appreciate all of you. So if you want to purchase from those links, that will go a long way to supporting the channel. I also have just set up a Buy Me a Coffee account, and if you are wanting to donate $1, 50 cents, $2, whatever the case is, if you feel led to, that will help me. If I get $100 through this, I will buy another heat press, a more expensive one maybe, or something, a few different accessories to review on the channel. So if you want to see that happen, please donate to my Buy Me a Coffee link that is in the description. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into the box of wonderful perler goodness from Top Tier Beads. And then I'm going to talk about this logo and a few more reasons why I think they are the best bead sellers around. In every box of Top Tier Beads, you're going to have the card with their logo on it, and their name, of course, how to follow them, and who prepared it. So Justin works with them and he's usually has his name on here because he packs the beads. So here is a little layout of all their unique colors, over 200 colors, and there's Jazz, and she's really great. And here are the goods. So we've got some regular sized beads here, and we also have the smaller mini beads. So Top Tier Beads actually sells perler beads, and they have all different perler bead options, and they have big bags as well, but they also have their own brand here. And what's really cool about this is that their bags are super neat. They're very handy. You can actually reseal them. So here's one I already opened. So it has a seal in there, which perler does not take the time to do. You have to cut it open and then you have to tape it. But Top Tier Beads has gone the extra mile here, and they've got some great packaging. I love how it seals back into place. So that's for all their bags, for their big bags, for their small bags. So just as the perler beads, they have 1,000 standard beads in this package. I'm just going to go through all of the colors. I'm going to lay them out for you, and then we'll look at them all at the end. So let's go through the colors. This is Celadon Green. A really nice green, almost a sage color here. Then we have goldenrod. So this is a color that would pretty much equal the cheddar color in perler beads. So there is goldenrod. Next we have red. So standard red here, really nice. And just to give you an idea, this is perler bead red, and this is TopTierBeads red. So you can see they are pretty much the same shade. And by the way, I'm going to have a video soon where I compare perler beads and TopTierBeads and if they work together, so stay tuned for that. This is a neat color. This is ghost white. It is a very ghostly white, and I really like that. It's not standard blaring white. It is a off-white, a grayish white. Next we have jade green. So jade green, kind of like a dark green, but a little bit different. Almost like that shamrock green that perler has. Next we have pale skin. So I usually use sand with perler beads. So this is kind of like that sand color that perler has. So a really great choice for them to stick with that shade. Next we have a really neat color, and this is copper. Look at that copper. I love the way that looks. I'm going to have to figure out a golden or copper use for this. So that is copper. A couple of more bigger bags. We have pool blue, just in time for the summer. Just in time for the pool. Kind of like that light blue. And then we have standard black. Can't beat standard black. I use it in almost everything I do. Okay, have one more for the standard size. We have canary. I love that name. Reminds me of a canary bird. So maybe like a pastel yellow, but a little bit darker. So that kind of fits in. It adds another value that you can use with your bead creations. So just to give you an idea, this is perler pastel yellow, and here's TopTierBeads. So they are different, and that gives you more variety, and that's what I really love about TopTierBeads, is that they give you variety with over 200 colors. Really amazing. Okay, so the other part of my order was getting the mini beads, because I'm just getting into mini beading. So I'm going to go through these. So we have Sandstorm. Nice yellow color there. We have Spring Green. Almost like a pastel green. Next, we have a red color, and they call it Tall Poppy. And then we have Sahara Sand, which is very similar to their standard size. It's that kind of skin color that you need for a lot of characters. Then we have black. I've already used some of these, so I cut off that top, and as I said, you can reseal it. Easy peasy. Next we have Sky Blue, Electric Blue. We have a cheddar color, is a corn color here. I think I accidentally got one of my olive colors in there somehow. But speaking of olive, this is kind of like an olive color. So this is called dark olive. And for comparison, here is perler bead olive, and here is TopTierBeads mini dark olive. So there is a difference here. There's a slightly different shade, and I love that variety. And last but not least, we have plain white for mini beads. Now I'm going to get everything laid out so you can see it all together. So I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. The next step of the video is actually about talking about their logo and talking a little bit more about their business philosophy as a perler bead and their own brand, TopTierBead distributor. And it's really neat. I reached out to Jazz and she got back with me and gave me a really detailed description of their process and their thought process and the logo, how that mixes in with their personalities and going into their customer service, and also more than anything the way that they give back to the community with their Discord server and activity on Facebook and other social media. I think it's really great, so I'm going to read that to you. And then I'll talk a little bit more about why you should choose TopTierBeads when you buy your perler beads, and we'll finish out the video after that. So you see the logo, you see there are 3 circles and there is a triangle joining the circles. So she says the 3 main circles represent 3 beads being fused together. The circles are red, green, and blue, and the overlapping fused sections are magenta, cyan, and yellow. Together, this represents the full color spectrum that's used in digital art that fused beads bring to life. So I think that's really great because it encompasses everything about this art form, where we love the pixel art of the past and we're bringing that to life. Just really cool how they thought of this. It also signifies our mission to offer beads in every color of the rainbow. A rainbow is also featured on the triangle in the middle, which is called a Penrose triangle or the impossible triangle. We chose a triangle to represent our top tier philosophy. Built on a solid foundation and always delivering a peak experience for every fused bead artist who shops with us. And I'm here to say that every time I've ordered from TopTierBeads, they deliver very quickly. It's super quick with their shipping, and there is never a missing bag in my shipment. They do so good with their processes, their logistics and shipping. So I'm glad that what she said represents how well they do with getting those beads out there to customers. The triangle's continuous loop represents our dedication to constantly reinvesting in the fused bead community and our business. Now here's the last part, which I think is really cool for all the retro gamers out there. The button with our name below the logo, with its rounded rectangular shape and beveled edges, is reminiscent of classic gaming aesthetics. The design choice is a nod to our personal connection to the retro games that shaped our childhoods. And I cannot agree more. It really does look like a button that you would see on controllers, on game consoles. I just think that's a really neat touch. Our logo speaks to the interconnectedness of creativity, digital and physical worlds, and our relentless pursuit of excellence. It embodies the spirit of innovation, the joy of creation, and a profound connection between artist and medium, all while honoring our commitment to our community and the enduring legacy of TopTierBeads. I think it's really great that she put so much thought into this logo. It makes total sense because they are really following what they say they are. They are really being who they are. And I love that authenticity. It's something that you don't get much these days. So I appreciate TopTierBeads and what they do. I can't say it enough. I want you, if you are in need of perler beads, please consider TopTierBeads because they have instilled confidence in me with their product, and I know that you're going to have a great experience with them. And lastly, I just want to say, if you want to reach out to Top Tier Beads, they are very responsive on Facebook and all their social media, and they follow people's projects on Facebook and like them and comment. They're not just a faceless business out there, which I have seen a lot of. So reach out to them, ask questions, because they are so willing to engage with the community, and it's really, really great to see that. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I just want to thank Jazz for being able to respond to me and answer these questions about their logo and giving me such an insightful, detailed response. So Jazz, I appreciate you, and everybody else out there, go buy Top Tier Beads. They are so great. I can't stop singing their praises. If you enjoy this content and you want to see more perler beading, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you. I pray that your perler beading is going great, that you have a great day, and until next time, Top Tier Beads says, happy beading.